They pulled in nearly 4 million votes, but election night was a big disappointment for UKIP, only returning one MP.
But now their leader, Nigel Farage, is expected to tell party members at their autumn conference that their priority now should be the EU referendum.
He joins us from Doncaster, where the conference is taking place, and I'm pleased to say we can talk to him now. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
It's interesting when we hear that the EU is now your priority, and some people, and I'd like your reaction to this, are saying perhaps this was your raison d'etre, the reason for UKIP, and perhaps now, once the EU referendum battle is over, this is your last hurrah. That's it for UKIP. Your reaction, Mr. Farage?
Well, my reaction is this. We will be, next year, fighting elections in London, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland. And, of course, those elections will have proportional representation. So we won't get the same level of injustice that happened to us in a general election with 4 million votes and only one seat. So, no, as a political party, we're fighting those elections as hard as we possibly can. But the point I'm going to make today is that I'm in politics, UKIP's in politics, for principle, for things that matter. And we have got a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in this referendum to cut our ties with political union with Europe, to get back to running our own country, controlling our own borders, and I want us to win that referendum, which is why today what you'll see on the stage are all the groups in Britain committed to leaving the European Union for the first time ever, coming together under one banner.
Mr. Farage, are you credible enough to lead this EU referendum? I use that word and I ask that question because the Labour donor, John Mills, spoke to The Sun in May earlier this year, saying that you're not credible enough. Former UKIP Treasurer Stuart Wheeler has said that he wants the lead to be taken by someone with a quiet, well-reasoned approach to convince the waverers. And Douglas Carswell, your only MP, has said that he doesn't think any politician should be fronting the referendum campaign.
Well, here's the point. What I'm doing today is I'm joining hands with the Leave.eu campaign. The Leave campaign is making massive progress on social media, signing up 10,000 new supporters a day. It's a non-party political campaign. At the moment, it's led by businessmen and women and entrepreneurs. And in time, they're going to recruit celebrities and sports people and everything. We are going to work together with them. They, I think, will be the umbrella group that will lead the campaign to leave the EU, and we will play a major role with them. This isn't about personality. This is about fighting a campaign. It's about getting out around the country. It's about explaining to people we don't need to be in the EU to buy and sell goods from each other. And frankly, those that have criticised me, generally those criticisms have come from a Conservative Party who think they themselves should lead the campaign. I'm not interested in personalities or egos. Today is a demonstration of unity, a demonstration that the anti-EU groups can get together.
Has UKIP got a future, Nigel Farage? Other parties have been recording a surge in membership since the election. UKIP's down. We spoke to Natalie Bennett earlier. She's recorded a surge in leadership. Of course, there's been the Jeremy Corbyn effect as well, but UKIP not so successful in terms like that.
Well, if we charge £3 for membership, we'd have a surge in membership. The fact is we charge £30 for membership, something that I think we do need actually to look at and address. Look at the opinion polls from 6 months ago, from the election. We're up in the opinion polls. Look at the issue of controlling our borders and immigration. That now is a far bigger issue than it was back at the time of the general election. We're going to win seats in London, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. Of that, I have absolutely no doubt at all. But longer term, we're the only party putting forward policies for how Britain could and should be run once we've divorced ourselves from political union. How we run our fishing, our farming, small business regulation, trade. For the first time in years, we'll be able to make our own trade deals with the Commonwealth and the rest of the world. UKIP is planning for the future. The other Westminster parties are planning to keep us stuck inside a political union. So we are a radical party for the 21st century.
A radical party that campaigned quite heavily on winning over disaffected voters in the 2015 election. Now we're seeing many disaffected voters turning to Jeremy Corbyn, who's offering an alternative as the new Labour Party leader. Are you concerned that he's going to take those disaffected voters from UKIP?
I think Jeremy Corbyn's a gift. You know, patriotic old Labour voters in places like here in Doncaster, when they see a Labour leader who wants to get rid of the Queen, cozies up to the IRA, wants to give away the Falkland Islands, and now on the EU, where he was a Eurosceptic for 40 years, has been bullied by his own party into saying we should stay part of the EU, and he supports unlimited immigration. I think UKIP hurt the Labour Party in the general election far more than we hurt the Conservatives, and I think what Corbyn has done is to open up a whole new flank to UKIP. I think our potential with the Labour vote under Corbyn is greater than it's ever been.
Nigel Farage, who are you tipping to take over as UKIP's leader?
I'm UKIP's leader, and I'm leading us into a big set of elections next year, and more important than that, I will lead UKIP into a national referendum on our membership of the EU, something that wouldn't have happened had UKIP not been here.
Nigel Farage, thank you very much for joining us on BBC Breakfast.
Thank you.